Okay, let's talk about using all that content marketing you did to do your social media planner. So go ahead and open this. What you can do here, just like the directions say, you file, make a copy, and put it into your own Google Drive. I am actually going to download it into a Microsoft Word because I am not a huge fan personally of Google Docs. I'm not entirely sure why. It's pretty much the same thing. So, okay, here we go. Okay, enable editing. So I'm just going to delete this, and feel free to delete the header. You just double click on it and delete it and make it your own stuff. Now I have here on here project notes because I'm going to make the assumption that you don't want to do it yourself. So, and again, this is just something that you can go on to Fiverr for and just look for somebody who does social media images, social media planning, that sort of thing. And you can just fill out this content here and make it very easy. Now, if you're doing this yourself, one would suggest, I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you get yourself a Canva account. A Canva makes everything so much easier, and I'm just going to show it to you super quick here. Where social media, I just really just use Facebook posts for really all of my stuff, and then so this is the size that I use for everything. But you can see here, there's a bunch of different templates. There's a bunch of different things, and all you really have to do is go in here and just kind of change out the all of the content, and then you can even change out the pictures and stuff. It's very, very simple to use. If you don't have any graphic design experience, it's a really great resource. So let's talk about how to fill this out for somebody. So here's where you can put in all your branding colors. So if you do have like a specific kind of color scheme or whatever, or even fonts or something like that that you want to make sure that you mention, this is where you put that in. That's very important for the graphic designer so that they can make sure that everything looks the same. And here is a great example too of what comes with Content Development Pros. So this is an article that was actually written from them, and this is what I'm going to use to fill in all of this information. Three. So this is the day that I'm going to start. It's going to be a Monday on October, and then this is going to be, the next day, which is Tuesday. I'm just going to fill them out here. Now, the title on the graphic card. So the very first one, I'm probably just going to use the title of the actual blog. Paste. And then I'm just going to copy maybe the meta tag description. Paste. And then you don't have to use a tiny URL. You can do a direct URL directly to your website. Mine tend to be very, very long, so I tend to use tiny URLs, but you don't have to do that. And then what I'm going to do here too is just going to go leads, and then I'm going to go maybe generate. Okay. And then I'm going to link it to the URL in the blog. I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to skip it. All right, so the next day, I am going to maybe take another piece of this content. So generate more to income. I'm going to pop that in right here. Oops. And all I'm doing is I'm right clicking, and then I'm choosing text only. And then that just keeps, because it was centered before, it just kind of keeps it in. And then I'm just going to copy and paste, and then maybe leads. Okay. On to the next one. And then I'm going to go maybe just create a list. And then I'm just going to copy and paste that in here. Again, I would need to put a direct link. So a direct link versus this link. So if you are doing if you're doing some sort of service, so like your article is about landlord rep, for instance, you could just put the link directly to your landlord rep page in here for the direct link instead of your blog article. So it just kind of keeps things just kind of a little bit fresh from post to post, so that people don't think that all you're doing is just your blog article, even though you kind of are. So that is an idea here, and then we're just going to, and then the last one, I'm just going to copy and paste that in here, and paste, and then I'm going to put website. These services. All right. So once you have this done, you basically have a whole week done. You can save this and then send it into a social media planner, a graphic designer, somebody who uses Canva, and they can create these graphics for you. You can even give them, so Content Development Pros does come with a rights free photo, and they do offer it to you. So you can pop this into like the folder that you're going to send everything into with that. And just make sure that they know which one it is. So I would probably just label this one like October 3rd so that they know which one it's for. And then you just do them for each one of the weeks. And then you can go ahead and send them. You can send, a social media person this sort of information. They will create graphics for you. One thing that I do really like, of course, one thing that you might want to ask a graphic designer or something is, what do they use? It really should be Canva, because these templates are really nice in order for you to have just sort of like a fresh post every single time. When they're using something like Photoshop or something else, they tend to kind of use like just the same template over and over again, and maybe just change out the picture, and it gets very boring very quickly. So Canva is really a great place in order for you to get your social media graphics done. So when you are hiring for that, just make sure that they are using Canva or something very similar as like a template builder. Now, I also want to show you sort of like the back end of a social media planner. I really love this one because you can just set things up. You can get even like the pro account, I think, and set things up for an entire year. So if you really wanted to do like that the low intensity or the low effort, good results plan, and you really just wanted to just have everything done for like the entire year, later.com is a really great resource for that, because you can go through here and set it up for like a whole entire year. And do not have to do this yourself. Once you get the graphics in, you can, go to, I believe it's like settings and something like this. You can add users onto your system. And you can give them admin access so they can do literally everything. So all you have to do when they're finished is just maybe look at it and just make sure that everything is okay. So you can see here all of the little videos and all the little graphics and stuff that my social media planner has made for me. And then, in the beginning, I would do these things for them. So they have all of the information that they need in order to do that. And then all she has to do is basically create the image for it, take this information, copy and paste it directly into later, and then they have their post, and they can use the exact same post for every single one of these. And it's just really nice because in the very beginning, I did kind of look over and make sure that everything fit my branding and everything was okay. But now, I mean, we have been working together, me and the social media person, for years at this point, and I don't even look at the stuff that she does. So I just sent her like this basic skin of just the basic stuff that I need and the URLs in which to find them. And then she just basically does everything else for me. So when you do get to the point where you do have like a social media person that's doing this stuff for you, it will, in the very beginning, you are going to be doing a lot of back and forth. You're going to be doing a lot of checking and that kind of thing. But as time goes on, and even you are investing time and energy into a person that's going to do it all for you, this full content strategy is the biggest thing is going to be batching as far as you can into the future, at least one quarter. Try to do, if you can, maybe 2 quarters, or even the entire year if you're doing the low effort one. And then just kind of let the whole thing run without you. And there are some like little key things to like social media, where like Instagram, for instance, doesn't like it when you auto post all of the time. It actually it won't give you the kind of rankings that other ones will. I don't take too much stock into that. Now, what you can do if you are very interested in doing like a lot of social media and doing a lot of lead building and stuff with social media is just asking the social media planner, like, you have the basic skin of like everything that you need for a daily content. But then they can do additional stuff on top of it. So they can do like an Instagram reel, they can do a story, they can do all kinds of things like that for you once you have everything kind of like set up. And then this can just be the skin that's on top of a larger social media picture. So that's it. Content marketing does not have to be scary, does not have to be too intense, as long as you know some very key things, which is reuse your content everywhere. That's going to be number one. So, when you're doing some of these newsletters, you can also, put the video with it, put a podcast with it. You can do all of your social media with these articles. So you're just kind of taking the same content that you do and you're using it over and over and over again in other content. So that's one thing, reuse your content. And number two, batch as far into the future as you can. And I promise you will be successful at content marketing strategies. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.